Less than 50 laps to go here in the NASCAR Sprint Cup action at Pocono, and Jimmy Johnson back on pit road. They've changed the spark plugs, but he left a hood pin out. They got to come back down and put that hood pin back in.
He's going to lose the free pass because of all this.
Now, Robbie Gordon, who spun a moment ago to bring out the 6 caution flag. Let's listen in to his radio.
12 is getting wrecked, okay? I don't care, NASCAR can park here, whatever, but he's getting wrecked. 2 times. He wrecked me in 1, and he wrecked me in 3.
Now, here's what he's mad about. They're talking about the 12 car of David Stremme.
He's just at the top of your screen here. There's the 12 car getting into the 7 as he exited turn 1.
I think that's the first incident. There must have been one after that that got him in the wall.
So green flag, Mark Martin leading him down here. Martin, Vickers, Hamlin, Kurt Busch, and Edwards.
Well, let's see how wild this restart is, man. They were 3 and 4 wide the last time, and they're fanning out again.
Rudeman in the middle there. You saw Vickers trying to make a move. Here's Kurt Busch up on the outside. How about Carl Edwards digging on the bottom of the racetrack?
Trying to get the inside of Denny Hamlin.
If he could get by Hamlin, he thinks that'd be a great move because that 11 car is the car to beat.
It wasn't able. Here comes Hamlin trying to make it 3 wide.
Figures the best defense is a good offense at this point.
Hamlin falls back in behind Vickers there as they chase Martin and Busch.
Here's the 12 and the 7 car running together again.
Yeah, you know, you say those things and then a little bit of time lapses and you think better of it. There'll be another time in another place.
Okay, here goes Edwards around Denny Hamlin. Casey Kane looking to the inside. Man, look how far down he is on the track.
You guys are headed to Philadelphia out of that turn. There's Kane trying to make it work on the inside. Hamlin has the middle lane.
Look at Casey Kane get a good jump off the corner.
Yeah, he's able to do that. Here comes Kurt Busch for the lead.
Kurt Busch has not led a lap today, and if he can hold on, he goes by Martin. He would be credited with the leader as he comes out of turn 3 this time by.
Oh my goodness, look at this, 3 wide, and they got a bump. That you see Robbie Gordon getting in the back of that 12 car that he was talking about.
Stremme able to get by the 7 car, now pulling away.
And still 3 wide. Scott Speed in the middle, Casey Mears. Now Bobby Labonte up on the high side.
'24 car, Jeff Gordon, the 00 of Rudeman, and the 29 of Harvick. These are 7th, 8th, and 9th.
And Joey Logano and Juan Pablo Montoya side by side again.
Harvick's been able to make a nice comeback. They got caught earlier in the race as far as in the pits, and the caution came out. They got the wave around, but he's had to battle from the back of the pack, and they've done a nice job with strategy and a good race car here.
Again, coming off that 6th place finish at Indianapolis, this is the same car, the new design that Richard Childress Racing. They said they've been working around the clock to get these new cars out, and they got one for Harvick and one for Boyer. And Harvick very pleased with his performance last week at Indianapolis. A big step forward given how much they've struggled here in '09. Now what about Jimmy Johnson? They came in, they changed the carburetor, they've now changed the spark plugs. Johnson still being shown back in 36. He's now 3 laps down.
Last lap he was the same speed as Kurt Busch, the leader. So right now it looks pretty good for Jimmy Johnson.
Except for that 3 laps down part.
Yeah, I'm talking about for the performance side of it. Yeah, they've been trying to fix it.
And a bad spark plug could do exactly what we saw happening with him, couldn't it?
Absolutely could, so they may have found it.
Kurt Busch in the 2 car. He won this race 2 years ago. In fact, that win here 2 years ago was his very first win with crew chief Pat Tryson, when he came here to Pocono and dominated the day, leading 175 of 200 laps. So Kurt Busch becomes our 10th different leader on the afternoon.
Yeah, he's got it.
Back at Pocono Raceway, we are under caution, and yes, the 7 car and the 12 car were involved in this caution flag. NASCAR Sprint Cup presented by Old Spice. Here's what happened.
It kind of developed on back in the corner. See, Robbie Gordon is trying to send a message to David Stremme. I don't think David was accepting it too well here.
You see Strimmy pulls over to the inside. They continue to race. We're down in the tunnel turn. Everything's okay right here. But as we exit,
it's like, did Robbie Gordon turn down on him there, Dale?
No. It looked like Strimmy lost the nose of his car right there.
Yeah, could have.
Here again, coming off a 2.
That might get a trip to the truck.
Well, if they hadn't had earlier contact, you'd say this was just racing. Well, from that angle, maybe not.
Now, Robbie bumped him and was talking about spinning him, but he decided to go on by.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He said he was going to wreck him, but then he had better thoughts of that and then gave him a message or two and was just going on by, and then that incident happened.
And the difference is Robbie Gordon owns his own car and is a very limited operation in terms of sponsorship, and David Strimmy drives for Roger Penske.
There's still just 2 racers out there that have emotion.
We've got a lot of guys on pit road here. They're still not in a window to make it from here.
No, can't make this many laps.
Now, we're being told that there will be a 5-lap penalty for the 7 car and the 12 car. Now, you've heard of the penalty box. You're about to see it invoked here at Pocono. So in the 12 for aggressive driving and the 7 car in the penalty box for attempting to be aggressive. We'll update that penalty and more when we come back in just a moment.